This is Nino, and I'm going to be continuing on where Jay had left off, talking about augmented reality. Personally, my personal experience with augmented reality is actually quite limited. In the educational setting, I don't have any experience. Only, in fact, the term itself I didn't really was not really aware of, but I did have some awareness of the technology. For example, just simply when talking about the first down line in the NFL, and I had seen a couple of things here and there, but in the educational setting, I had not used it or seen it used in any way. I have learned a couple valuable things about augmented reality, uh, and there's in particular a few applications that I can see working for me as a science teacher. The Augment app can be used to model 3D models of hard to visualize concepts. So for example, I could have a trigger card of hydrogen and oxygen, and those triggers could then have a 3D model of each hydrogen and oxygen float above those trigger cards. The Aurasma app can be used to give additional information on science concepts using uh, sections of the text or worksheets as the tracker or trigger, if you were. Uh, and so let's say that I want to send some homework home. I could perhaps make a very quick little video on how to uh, start the homework or some directions on the homework that perhaps the page itself of their textbook could be the trigger or tracker. Depending on the app, they will call it different things. And then for other classes, say for example a foreign language, there's apps like WordLens that can translate in real time and can really be a very engaging sort of way to use technology. So even though we have all these different AR apps that are available and viable as a teaching tool, we're going to concentrate on Aurasma. So how to use Aurasma, I'm going to overview it and then actually show you how. First, we're going to download the app. We're going to add a new video, or otherwise known as an aura. We're going to create and capture a new trigger or tracker. We're going to create a channel and add that aura to the channel, and then spread the news of that channel, because then we have to have others follow that channel and use their app to view the trigger or tracker, which then can allow them to view the content. Looking at a few different augmented reality apps, we have Augment, Aurasma, and WordLens, but we're going to look at Aurasma. And so when you download it and view it for the first time, you're going to see something that looks like this. We have 5 different options here at the bottom. The Aurasma symbol, which gives us this home page. We can add any new auras here. This allows us to actually look at auras or look at a trigger and bring up an aura. Here's our search, look for new channels, and then here is a way to have some sort of account settings. So we're going to hit the plus sign, which is going to be us trying to add a new aura, and I'm going to hit device because we're going to put it directly onto this iPad, and hit the plus symbol to add a new one. We're going to go, typically we choose either camera or photo app. I'm going to choose the camera. I'm going to do a new video, and I can choose to do a photo or video. I'm going to do a video, and so I'll do one of those real quick. So I just took a brief little video of my dog Gromit, and I can preview it. Good boy. And I'm going to choose to use that video. I'm going to name it, and I'm going to name it just Gromit Vid. How about that? And we will finish. So there's my Gromit video, and there it is. I'm going to select it. It's going to give me a quick little preview, and again select it. Now it's going to give me this little frame out and a little red, yellow, and green bar at the bottom. So now what I need to do is I need to actually decide on a trigger. And my trigger is going to be a little poster that I made ahead of time. You can see my cheesy little drawing of Gromit and some little cheesy drawing of a kitty and squiggly lines all around. The more stuff there is, the better it will be, because the more that the app will be able to view and actually determine something will be a good trigger point. So I'm going to line this up, and I can maximize and minimize this here. And you can see at the bottom, this little bar goes from green to red, and I want to try and get it so it's at the green if possible. Actually, a little surprised it's not at the green. But nonetheless, I think yellow will be good enough for now. And I'm going to go ahead and hit this capture button down here at the bottom. And that's what's going to show. I can also move this around my video and decide where it's going to be. So I'm going to move it off to the side just a little bit, just for fun. And select it. Set this down. And what it's doing is it's actually got the little spinning wheel going on there. And I am going to name the aura as a whole, and I'm also going to add it to a channel. So I'm just going to say it's again, it's the Grom test. So I'm going to test this out for you guys, and I'm going to make this public, and I'm going to add it to a channel. Now I already have a channel, but I'll show you how to make a new one. Here I'm going to hit the plus sign to make a channel and name the channel. The channel can just simply again be, let's say that it's, I'm going to say it's Emerging Grom, for Emerging Grommet. And I can add a thumbnail here for my channel. If you don't do it now, you really won't have an opportunity to do it again in the future, from everything that I can tell. So if you do want a thumbnail of some kind, make sure you do that now. We're going to finish now that we've made our channel. It's going to go ahead and we can click finish again because we want to put it into that channel. And it's creating the aura. So it's ready to test. I can go ahead and test it out. And of course, here's my little trigger. And there it is. You can see that it will actually stay in line with the video, or in line with the paper, no matter, even if I rotate the iPad. And as soon as I pull it away, no more. Alright. Now the next step actually is to work with the phone, and I can go ahead and turn off the iPad. So with another device, I'm going to go ahead and use my phone as another device, and here I have the same app on this device. But let's say that this other device is just one of your students. What they will do is they're going to hit the search button, and in the search category, we're going to search for Emerging Grom. And we're going to do a search. So I searched channels, and here is my the channel that I've got here. So I'm going to select that channel, and I'm going to follow that channel. Great. So now that I've followed that channel, I can now move my iPad out of the way. And I'm going to use my phone to view the same aura with that trigger. And so I'm going to just, if I were a student, I would choose this little option there. And you can see now my phone is actually doing the same thing with the same trigger. And so you can have this poster perhaps on the wall, or it could even be a page in your homework, and your students would be following your channel that you've created. Any new auras that you produce would just simply be already tagged, and all your student would have to do is to go over your symbol or your page or whatever it is, and they get the video that you've posted. And that is Aurasma in a nutshell. I hope that was helpful. I hope that this video has been helpful and that we've shown you how augmented reality can be useful in an educational setting. Thank you.